And we are live. Okay. Whew. We got there in the end. Okay. We'll give it a minute for people to join because we are late today. So it might take a minute for people to realise that I'm live. Excuse me. Hey Charlie, how are you doing? Sorry I'm a bit late today. Just finishing work, got to go to another job. No worries, Charlie. Hey Max, how are you doing? Again, apologies for being late today. I have been very busy working on something not TikTok related at all, actually. But you don't want to hear about that. Maybe I'll tell you later. It's been a hectic day. I've only just been able to get ready, so we're starting late today. I'm very sorry, but we're back. We're back for Euro Truck. We're going to be playing some more Euro Truck Simulator. I'm not going to spend too much time talking because we're already 25 minutes late as it is. I'm just going to get straight into it. You know the rules. You know the drill. The convoy is open. If you want to join it, all the instructions are in the Discord server. And as we wait for people to join, we'll just go for a little bit of a drive. So right now we are in Bihać in Serbia, I believe. So we're in the Balkans, and we are going to be just seeing what we can find. We got the low loader at the minute, so let's see if there's any jobs going for that. But again, it is a open convoy, so people can join as and when they want to. In the meantime, we'll take just a quick, short job. Sort by route length. Have a meeting in 5 minutes, so I'm going to have to leave for a bit. No worries, Max, no worries. Oh, that's a really short one. JCB handler to Banja Luka. Let's do that. But it's good to be back in Euro Truck. It's been how long? In fact, I think it's only been 2 weeks because the last stream that I did before I went on my break was a Euro Truck stream, wasn't it? So it hasn't been that long, really. There has been a major update to the game just a couple of days ago. I'm not using it at the minute because I'm waiting for some of the mods that I play with to be updated. So we're currently still on version 1.57. But 1.58 is out. It's a little bit divisive. It's got new UI and everything, which some people aren't big fans of. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't really say. Okay, here we go. Telescopic handler. It's also really hot today, which I shouldn't be complaining about because it's been miserable almost the entire year so far in the UK, but it's really, really gorgeous weather today. It has been for the last couple of days, so I think we're finally through the worst of winter, you know. I think we're finally going to start to see the weather getting nicer and nicer over the next few weeks, which could mean a Peak District video very soon. I can't go this week because I'm busy, but yeah, if it stays like this next week, I might be ready to do my first Peak District video of the year, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. Love this weather. Me too, Dagger. The only problem with this weather for me when I'm streaming is that my window faces west, so the sun is shining right through the window at this time of day, which means it's really hard to get the colour balance right on my camera. And obviously I don't want to just sit here with all my curtains closed on a lovely day like this. Okay. So, just to reiterate once again, this is going to be an open convoy today. I believe that punters might be joining us later, but it's open. Up to 8 players can join, so if you have Euro Truck and you want to get in here and join us, you're more than welcome to. You will need to make sure you've got the correct mods installed. There's instructions on the Discord server to make sure that you've got the correct mod pack and that everything's all in the right order. But the convoy is free for everyone. Anyone can join, like I say, just up to a maximum of 8 players. Okay, let's cool it down. This is a 30 zone. It also might take a while for the viewership to go up today because we have started at a very awkward time. I always try to start on the hour because that's the best chance you have at getting viewers, is to start on the hour. But again, today it just couldn't be helped. I couldn't avoid starting late. I mean, I could have waited till 5, but that would have been too late, you know. And we could always try and restart at 5. Try that old trick. Worth a try, says Dagger. Yeah. I have to imagine as well, we probably won't get as many people today because of the weather, because this is like the first nice day we've really had in a long while. I imagine, you know, a lot of people would rather be out enjoying the sun than watching my live stream, which is fair enough. Can you drive IRL, says Bryn? I can't Bryn, no. Sorry for the coughing again, by the way. As you can probably hear, I am a lot better. My sore throat's gone and my blocked nose is gone, but I've still got a little bit of a tickle, so there'll still be the occasional cough, for which I apologise. But no, I can't drive IRL. I've never really been interested in driving IRL. I just don't really have any need to, and it just, to me, it's an unnecessary expense. You know, I think, I don't think everyone should drive. I don't think that's a controversial thing to say. Like, not everyone should drive. It should be something that you do if you need to or if you want to. And if you don't want or need to, then that's fine. For me, it just doesn't make sense financially, and I just don't really want to. Do you think that this game would help you in driving tests? I don't, Bryn, no. I wouldn't recommend any driving game as, like, a genuine driving tool. Even though this is called Euro Truck Simulator, it's really more of an arcade game. you shouldn't really use it to learn how to drive, you know? Because it's just such a different experience. Even, you know, if you've got all the gear like I have, it's still never gonna be analogous to the real thing, you know what I mean? I think it teaches you bad habits. It's like, people will always tell you, don't get driving lessons from someone that you know. Like, don't ask a family member to teach you how to drive, because they'll teach you all of their bad driving habits. I think the same kind of thing applies. If you try and use Euro Truck to learn how to drive a real vehicle, you'll pick up bad habits, and it won't really help you drive IRL. Again, this is from the perspective of someone who doesn't drive IRL, so, you know, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Matt says, no stream tomorrow? No, Matt, there is going to be a stream tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I will be doing a special Horror Wednesday stream tomorrow. As you know, Resident Evil, I almost said Final Fantasy, I don't know why. The new Resident Evil game comes out on Thursday, and I always do my horror streams on Wednesdays, which means tomorrow, being a Wednesday, I wanted to do a horror stream, but the new Resident Evil isn't out until Thursday. So I've picked a game that we'll just do as a one-shot. It should be just a one-and-done kind of thing. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but yes, there will be a Horror Wednesday stream tomorrow evening. Okay, let's get the cruise control on. Thanks for following Ruby. Very kind of you. Oh, also oh, eyes on the road, so. Thanks for following T. Also, I'll be posting. I'll be posting my March stream schedule on the Discord server on Sunday. The 1st is a Sunday, right? Whatever day the 1st of March falls on, I think it's Sunday. I'll be posting my March upload schedule, or my March stream schedule, on Discord. It'll be more of the same thing next month. Obviously, we're still going to be playing Subnautica for Sci-Fi Sunday. We'll be playing the new Resident Evil for Horror Wednesday. There'll be more Minecraft, more Farming Sim, more Euro Truck, and a little bit more SnowRunner as well. So, again, I'll be posting that later this week once I've finalised it. Hopefully lots of video stuff coming next month as well. We're almost 3 months into the year, and I have hardly posted any videos. Mostly because I spent I spent the first couple of weeks of February moving all of my videos over to this new account, so I didn't really have time to work on like new stuff. But yeah, we're almost in March, and I've posted maybe 2 actually new videos this year. So next month I really want to knuckle down. I actually have like 5 or 6 different videos in the works at the moment. I just haven't had time to work on them, you know. So hopefully March is going to be a really busy time video-wise. Afternoon, Harrison, by the way. Yeah, hopefully very busy month video-wise. Peak District stuff, piano stuff. There's the new project that I'm working on, which I still haven't officially announced yet. There's a couple of Lego videos coming next month. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. March 1st is on Sunday. Thank you for confirming, Matt. Oh, also, no Farm Sim this Friday, I'm afraid. It's just going to be tomorrow and Saturday are going to be my 2 streams for this week, apart from today. Oh. Right, we need to find somewhere to grab a coffee. I also can't pause it to check the map because I'm on a convoy. So I can only check the map if I actually pull over. Well, I can check the map. I just have to keep my eyes on the road at the same time. Which button is it? There we go. Oh, actually, it looks like there's a petrol station just after the next junction, so we should be able to sleep there. Or grab a coffee. Dex Z says, are you man going woman or woman going man? The first one, Dex Z. I'm assigned male at birth. I'm a trans woman. Oh, of course the light turns. Great. That's just typical, isn't it? What made you do that? Got bored one night. No, I mean, I was always uncomfortable as you know, growing up. God, look at the traffic on the other side of the road, by the way. I was always very uncomfortable with myself and my body and etc. when I was growing up, but I never really questioned it because I didn't understand what being trans meant when I was a kid. I knew that trans people existed, but I didn't really understand what it meant to be trans, so it never really occurred to me that it could apply to me. But then, you know, as I got older, I thought about it more, and I started to really reflect on myself and think about what was making me unhappy in life and what was making me uncomfortable with myself. And I started to question that I might be trans, and here we are. That was 5 years ago. And I haven't regretted it yet, so... Okay, let's grab a coffee. There we go. This is a beautiful place to grab a coffee, by the way. Let's have some photo mode here, I think. Oh god! Oh, look at that waterfall. Oh, this is good. This is gorgeous. There we go. Let's get one closer as well. Let's have one sort of here, maybe. Beautiful. What a dangerous place to just park your truck, says Elise. It is a parking space. It is a designated parking area. I mean, I'm sure it was intended more for cars, but... hey, Osmoggy, how's the game going? Very well, thank you. We've only just started about 10 minutes ago. Well, 20 minutes ago now. We were very late to start today because I've been busy with other stuff, but it's going well. The convoy is open, but so far it's just me at the moment. Oh, there's another lay-by here. Oh, is this a landmark? Ooh, it's a church. Like, really modern, futuristic-looking church. I'm guessing it's a church, because the windows look like they're in the shape of a cross. Let's pull over here and get some photos. This is a multiplayer game. It is, Elise. Sorry. Yes, there's quite a few options for multiplayer as well. There's a multiplayer server which has got like thousands and thousands of players on it, or you can do local multiplayer with a small group of friends. That's what I'm doing today. So anyone with the password can join the convoy. But yeah, it's been... It's had multiplayer options for a while. Okay, this is cool. It's not actually a landmark, though. Like, it's not marked on the map as a landmark. Good picture, though. Oh, there's another church next to it. Let's try and get them both in the shot. Let's go. Okay, let's not be too perfectionate about it all, or we'll be here all day. That'll do. Oh, hello. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, moving on. Sorry, I get distracted. There's some really nice looking places in this game. Wonder if my girlfriend would play this, says Elite. Well, you never know if you don't ask. Right, why are we not moving? Why are we moving really slowly all of a sudden? Okay, there we go. Osmoggy says, got told I had to wait in and sign for my new passport. Turns out they just post it and take a pic, so that was a fun waste of a day. Oh dear. Yeah, I've had that before, where I've been told that there's a package coming that I need to sign for, and then they just post it through the letterbox. You'd think with a passport, you know, quite an important identity document, that they'd be a little bit more careful with it, but... I mean, I guess the post officer doesn't know what's in the package, you know, they don't actually know what's in the envelope, so... And sometimes they do know what's in it and they just don't care. I think a lot of postal workers treat the word fragile as more of a threat than anything. A challenge, you know? To be fair, Royal Mail aren't that bad, but every... if a package says handle with care on it to an every delivery driver, that means throw this as hard as you can and then run away. Every just chuck parcels, it's terrible. Literally, I swear down. It's like drive-by delivery. They just drive past your house, throw the package in the general direction of your house as they pass. Take the blurriest fucking photo you can imagine as they're zooming by. And then you get a message, oh, your package has been delivered. Or, they just put it in the fucking bin. Because I spent good money on this object that I wanted delivered to my house. You know, I spent good money on these DVDs or whatever it is I've ordered, just so that you could put them in my fucking bin. Thank you very much. It's exactly where I wanted them. That was my safe place, marked on my preferences. Please put my stuff in the bin. I have personal grievances about this, as you can imagine. The reason is there's one specific incident. While I was at uni, I ordered some DVDs. I ordered a Red Dwarf box set. Love Red Dwarf. But I ordered this DVD box set, and it was being delivered by Every. They were called Hermes back then, if anyone remembers those days. But obviously, I lived in student accommodation at the time, so I was in like a shared house. So what had happened is, Every had delivered this DVD box set, put it in the bin, and because it was bin day, one of my other housemates had taken the bin out onto the street. So it was this fucking close to the DVDs that I'd just bought being taken straight to the fucking landfill. So yeah, I have actual personal beef with Every and Hermes chucking my packages in the bin. Anyway, let's not get too worked up. It's the past is the past, you know. That was nearly 10 years ago. I got my box set. I'm gonna... I think... Yeah, we'd best get some petrol. Diesel. Whenever I say petrol, I mean diesel. It's just a force of habit. I'm not an idiot. I know that trucks run on diesel. I did hear something about new Red Dwarf stuff, not sure if it's true though. I try to steer clear of rumours about Red Dwarf, because there's almost constantly rumours going around about a new series or a new adaptation, you know. The latest one I've heard is that supposedly there's talks to reboot the show with new characters and a new cast. I just ignore it unless it's official. Unless it comes directly from Doug Naylor himself, I'm dubious of it. Because the last Red Dwarf we got was The Promised Land. That was, I think, 2020. So that was 5 years ago now. 6 years ago now. God. Shut up. I feel old. But yeah, I just... I try to avoid, not just with Red Dwarf, but with any franchise. Doctor Who is also really, really bad for rumours and speculation. I just ignore any of it unless it's, like, officially from the BBC, you know? Book, ebook, and audiobook. Yes, I have heard about the book thing. The book thing is official. I think it's a prequel, from what I've heard. So, what that entails, I don't know. A young Dave Lister before he joined the JMC, or a young Rimmer would probably be more interesting. Although, I feel like we've actually already seen quite a lot of Rimmer's childhood in the show. We've not really seen much of Lister, apart from him being found in a cardboard box under a pool table. Sorry, spoilers if you've never watched Red Dwarf, by the way. But yeah, I mean, I did enjoy the Red Dwarf books, so I'd definitely be down for a new book. Okay, here we go. Job done. Okay, now, I noticed that Punters is launching the game right now, so... Punters, if you're in the chat, can you let me know what's happening? Are you planning on joining the convoy, or what's the situation? Because I can always take on another short job while I wait, depending on how long you're going to be. Although there aren't really any short jobs here, to be honest. Joining now, just need to make a truck. No worries, punters. In that case, I will wait for you. In fact, I'm going to go back to my main garage in Craiova, because I want to drop off my trailer. Well, actually, I can do that. Yeah, I can. I can dismiss my trailer without going back to the garage, right? There we go. Okay, all good. Right, I'll find somewhere to just wait for you, punters. Oh, it stopped raining already? That was quick. I mean, I guess I'll go back to the petrol station. What's the server called? What do I need for filter, etc.? Server details are same as always. Name is Ashindak, all lowercase. Password is Tuesday, all caps. Let me just go to my convoy settings and make sure that I've actually set it as modded. Wait, where do I... Oh shit. I need to do that on when I set up the convoy, don't I? I might have already done it. It might have done it automatically this time because I used it when I set up the last convoy. Let me know if the convoy appears. If it doesn't, I might need to relaunch it. Found you. Okay, good, good. Right, in that case, I will wait for you to join and see where you are. It started raining again. Okay. Make up your minds. Need to do the same load order. Oh dear, yes. Check the truck channel in the Discord server. There's a list of the correct load order is on there. Might take you a few minutes to to sort that, but I'll wait. I'll wait. Okay. Have you got so many Pro Mods things? I have 8. Have you also got the Pro Mods Middle East and Great Step add-ons? And you also need the cabin accessories pack and the trailer enhancement pack. Where am I finding all these? They're all on the Pro Mods website. It's promods.net. Hold on, let me just check, because you will need to make sure you got the right versions. Compatibility ETS2. Just a second. Oh, thanks for following our ASIC 5. Oh, there's an installer now. Wow. Just 1 second, punters. I'm just checking. Let me just log in on Pro Mods. Oh, don't tell. Right, I can't log in on Pro Mods because apparently my password is wrong. Even though I literally logged in here about a week ago. And I know that it's right. Okay, go to promods.net. You'll see at the right in front of you on the page, you'll see. Hold on a second. Let me just. There we go. So on your when you go to promods.net, you'll see on screen all of these links here. These are all for the individual add-ons. So you'll already have ProMods Europe. You also need to get this one here, the Great Step, the Middle East one, and then the cabin accessories and trailer and company pack. You need to make sure you got all 4 of those. Ignore the Maghreb one. That's new, so I haven't added that into my mod list yet. But yeah, those are the ones that you need. And if you go to compatibility ETS2 on the top of the screen, this will give you a complete history of all the versions. 1 second. Europe, the Great Step, Middle East, trailer, and cabin accessories. That's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah, you'll have to make sure you got the right versions as well. There is somewhere that you can get a compatibility list for. 1 second. ProMods, cabin accessories. Sorry about this, everyone. Okay, it's not going to let me log in. Once you've logged into ProMods, you should be able to click add-ons at the top here, and it'll show you a list of every version of every add-on. You need to make sure you get the versions that are compatible with 1.57. I can't show you that because it won't let me log in. Maghreb is interesting because this is a mod that has been around for a really long time, but it wasn't made by ProMods. Same with the Great Step, actually. The Great Step used to be made by a different developer, but then it got taken over by ProMods about a year ago. It looks like they've recently taken over Maghreb as well, which means we'll be able to visit the north of Africa, which is really cool. I'll look into getting that set up before the next stream, because that'll be really good. Okay, hold on a second. Oh my fucking god, I've literally just changed my password on ProMods and it still won't let me log in. Okay, I cannot I physically cannot log into ProMods to show you the correct page to visit because it just absolutely will not let me in. Okay. Whatever. You'll just have to, you'll just have to figure it out, I'm afraid. I can't distribute any files, punters, no, sorry. I mean, it does tell you on the Discord server the names of each file, so you know, so you'll be able to figure out from that which ones you actually need to download. But I can't actually distribute the files myself. Excuse me. Hey, STFC. Well, today's not really gone very well, has it, so far? For now, I'm just gonna continue on and find a job and keep driving. Let me know if you run into any trouble, punters. And in fact, I've got the mod list open on Discord right now, so I can make sure that you're downloading the right versions of each mod. No, I can't because it doesn't actually have the version numbers on there. Whoops. I'm very sorry about this, punters, but unfortunately you're gonna have to just figure it out. It's fine, I'll figure it out. Yeah, unfortunately, that's all I can suggest for today. I was going to travel to my garage. Why did I not? How's everyone doing? I'm very good. Stray Dog, how are you doing today? Okay, let's get back to doing some actual driving, shall we? Let's take the Feldbinder. Fine, thanks. My Series 5 of Red Dwarf arrived today. Nice one, Draydog. We've just been talking about Red Dwarf DVDs, actually. Presumably you mean DVD. Okay, here we go. Now here's a trailer. Cargo market. And potassium hydroxide. Why not? Or... yeah. It's the shortest job, so... I'm collecting the DVD collection that makes up the logo. Ah, cool. I've got those. They're very cool. I want to get the new Blu-ray collection, though. They recently did a Blu-ray collection with all episodes up to the latest specials. And I recently bought a Blu-ray player, so I can watch those now. Not a 4K one, though, unfortunately. I didn't realise how expensive Blu-ray players were. I thought, you know, Blu-ray players, they've been around for years now. They probably don't cost very much. They do. They're still ridiculously expensive. I managed to get a cheap one. I got one for 35 quid. But it's not a 4K one, it's just a standard HD. But yeah, eventually I'd like to get a 4K one. I guess 4K hasn't been around as long as just the regular HD Blu-ray player, so it makes sense that it's more expensive. But yeah, I just thought, Blu-ray, that's old news now, right? Everyone's got a Blu-ray player. Well, no, they haven't, because it's been and gone. But no, apparently they are still quite expensive. Slowly but surely getting there. Need to get the last 2 trailer ones and however many cab ones. Nice one, punters. The trailer and cab ones are quite small compared to the big map ones, so hopefully it won't take you too much longer. Just realised I'm downloading 1.58. I'm going to quit. Oh, I'm so sorry, punters. Yeah, it's got to be 1.57, I'm afraid. It's like... The thing is, like, 1.58 only came out, like, 2 days ago, and I haven't had time to update my mod list, so I'm still using all the 1.57 versions. But ProMods is very, very quick at updating their stuff, so they've already released 1.58 versions of almost everything. So yeah, I'm really sorry about that. It does have to be the 1.57 version. I will get it all updated to 1.58 before the next live stream. Pretty sure all the mods that you have work with 1.58. The Great Step doesn't. The Great Step hasn't been updated yet. As soon as the Great Step is updated, I will update all of the mods to 1.58. But obviously, I can't update until all of them have been updated. Forgot it's 5 minutes per download rule. I'll not take long. No worries, punters. Take as much time as you need. I'm going to be live till 7, so you should be able to get in for at least for the last hour. Anyway, we've just loaded up. We have... What have we got? 20 tons of potassium hydroxide. Which is going to Kavala. Lovely. Well, you're breaking the law for a start, mate. You're not supposed to stop on the crossing. Some people. Oh, we're going this way. I'm so used to leaving the town northwards. But we're heading down to Greece, I think. Kavala. Is Kavala in Greece? I assume. Oh, Jesus, what did I hit? What did I hit? Right, well, I didn't hit that fire engine. That's a lie. What the hell's happening now? Now I've been cursed to look at fire engines. I didn't even restart the stream at 5, did I? I was too busy. I was distracted. 6 o'clock, we're going to restart for the last hour. See if we can get a bit of a boost in views. Although, obviously, if you are enjoying the stream, please share it, you know, and help me to get a few more viewers in here. Would be very much appreciated. Okay. Toll booths, my natural enemy. Well, not today. Not today. I'm gonna be extra... what's the word? Aware. Extra attentive whenever I get to a toll booth or a border checkpoint. Extra cautious. That I don't go the wrong way, because we did that like 3 times in the last stream and it got very annoying. Also, thank you everyone for sharing the live. Maybe I should read out names. Sometimes that helps. I think when someone joins a stream, if you read out their name when they join, they might be more likely to stay and be like, oh, hi, you talking to me? So I'll try and do that. I always try and do that, I just forget that I'm supposed to be doing it, so... Like Sparks Media's just joined. Hey Sparks, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We've just passed into, or we're just passing into Bulgaria. I forget the name of this bridge, but we are heading into Bulgaria now. Which is part of the European Union. But Romania isn't, I don't think. Which is why there's border checkpoints and stuff. Could be wrong on that, I'm not a geographer. Got to download 3 parts of The Great Step. No worries, punters. And you definitely got the right versions this time. Like I say, if you go to the add-ons page, yeah, if you go to the add-ons page on promods.net, it lists all the different versions of each add-on, so you can make sure you got the 1.57 version. I was trying to show that earlier, but it just wouldn't let me log in to my Promods account. And yes, you do have, unfortunately, you got to wait 5 minutes between each one. I usually pay for the premium downloads, but I haven't... It has only been like a few weeks since I last downloaded ProMods. I don't really want to pay for the premium downloads again. So when I do update to 1.58, I'll probably use the slow downloads as well. I do like to support them though. They're a really great development team, and you know, when I can, I like to chip in a bit. That's how they get you. No, honestly, they're a great team though. I just wish they did like an all-in-one bundle where they just had all of their mods in one single download, and you maybe paid a single price for it. Because I think if you pay for the premium downloads for each mod that they do, it works out at like £5 maybe. So they could just do one single paid download that costs like £4, and you get all of the pro mod stuff in one single download. I think that'd be a pretty interesting strategy for them to try. I'd pay for the premium download for that. Just, you know, for the peace of mind, knowing that I've got all of it all in one place, and that I've got every file that I need. Hello, Horse Lover, how are you doing? Email them and suggest it. You never know, they might bring it in. That's not a bad idea, honestly, punters. I might send them that suggestion. Might email them whilst I wait. Go for it. I think we're being tailed by a police car, by the way, so I just keep constantly getting speeding tickets. But I'm not slowing down. There's another. These tickets are nearly £2 a piece, by the way. The question is, if I'm going 20 miles over the speed limit, then how's the police car managing to keep up with me, to keep giving me the tickets? There we go. Think on that one. When will the next Trucking Tuesday be? I am not sure, punters, because I think next week I'm going to do SnowRunner. So it might be the week after, but I can't confirm for definite. I'm still working out the March stream schedule. But I'll post the schedule in the Discord server on Sunday, so... I personally think Trucking Tuesday is the best lives. Thank you, punters. I think everyone has their favourite stream that I do. I know a lot of people like the Farm Sim, and a lot of people like Minecraft. In fact, what is your favourite stream? Anybody, if you're a regular viewer, what's your favourite series that I do? Let's do some market research. Eurotruck, says Connor. Thank you, Connor. Minecraft, Dreydog. Me too. I think Minecraft might be my favourite. I love Minecraft. I love the mod that the mod pack that we're using. I love the Minecraft Monday series that we've been doing with Create Ad Astra. Been a lot of fun. Should we make a farming sim multiplayer or make it into a series? The thing with Farming Sim as a multiplayer is that I tried doing it before, but there wasn't enough demand for it, and I couldn't afford to keep paying for a server that people weren't going to join. And I'm happy enough doing single-player Farming Sim at the minute. Especially with the ultra-realism on Kinleague, I've really been enjoying that so far. Honestly, I've been enjoying everything at the minute, though. You know, like I always say, I only play games on stream if I know that I'm going to enjoy them. So all of the games that I'm playing at the minute, I'm having so much fun with. Subnautica's great, SnowRunner's great. I'm sure Resident Evil is going to be great. We'll see. Excited for the Coaches DLC? Me too, punters, me too. Can't wait for Project Coaches. They've announced a few really great coaches so far. They announced the double-decker Volvo one the other day. That looks really cool. And obviously we've got Iceland to look forward to, Ireland, the UK rework. It's a great time to be a Eurotruck fan, you know. They've been really really outdoing themselves with the DLCs lately. I know they get a lot of naysayers, but personally I think they put so much passion and effort into their DLCs, and they're all so well done. Other job now. Nice one, Charlie. Welcome back. I do like a good bus, and the UK rework I hope is good. Me too, punters. I really hope Doncaster finds its way into the UK rework. And I'm not just saying that because I'm from Doncaster. I think Doncaster genuinely would have a place in Euro Truck in the new rework. I mean, just a few years ago, we had a new iPort built here. We've got one of the biggest Amazon warehouses in the country in Doncaster right now. There's so much industry here. I really feel like it is a genuinely good candidate to be in the game. And the UK rework is a perfect opportunity for that, because they are going to be rescaling the UK to fit with the rest of the game. I was about to say, I hope Berwick is in. There's so many good candidates, though. I mean, obviously, they can't fit in every single city because it's just not practical. Same with every other country in the game. They have to make choices about which cities are more logistically important and more, you know, of bigger industrial importance. But there are definitely some cities that I feel like are very glaring omissions from the game. Like, remember that Hull isn't even in the game? You have to get pro mods to be able to visit Hull. And it's just like, Hull. You know the place where you get the ferry to Amsterdam? Which is like a vital ferry corridor that would be really useful to have in Euro Truck. It's just not there. I feel like there's so many cities like that that are just a sort of glaring omission. But yeah, hopefully this rework of the UK that they're doing is going to be the perfect opportunity for them to add in a few more cities. Like I say, I hope we see Doncaster, I hope we see Hull, I hope we see other places around the country. But I guess we'll see. There's this London bus sim on Roblox that you could try if you do bus sim. I'll be honest, Stray Dog, I'm not really interested in buses that much, to be honest. I'll definitely be playing Project Coaches when it comes out, but that, you know, exists within the framework of Euro Truck. I've just never really been that into buses. We did play OMSI a little bit back when I first started streaming, but I just didn't really enjoy it all that much. It's not like a never say never kind of thing, or it is a never say never kind of thing, I should say. Like it's not something that I'll never play, but it's not really something that I'm that interested in doing either. I think I have the European Pro mods already. I think I'm on my last file. Nice one, punters. Nice one. Well, by the time you've done that then, I will hopefully be finished with this delivery. We're about halfway to Kavala, so... Go away, map. I'm in a tunnel. I need to see what I'm doing. Starting up the game now. Nice one. Nice one. Let me know if you can join the convoy alright. I mean, obviously, make sure you got the load order right as well. Do you believe the whole alien shit at Area 51? Says Draydog. No. No. We were talking about this on Sunday, weren't we, with Subnautica? No, I don't think they're keeping aliens at Area 51. I think they're keeping top secret weapons at Area 51 that they don't want people to know about, which fuels speculation and makes people think, oh, well, maybe it's aliens. It's not aliens, it's just weapons. Mackies! Whee! Oh, I could just go for a Mackies, honestly. Why can't we get Mackies in Euro Truck? Come on. You can. If I can grab a coffee, why can't I grab a Mackies? Why can't I grab a Big Mac? Or a Big Tasty? Right, okay, new quiz, everybody. What's your favourite Mackies? What's your go-to Mackies order? If you like McDonald's. Maybe you don't. That's fine too. But what's your dish of choice when you do visit the Golden Arches? Always just out of reach. If there was a facility holding aliens at Area 51... no, if there was an area holding aliens, then Area 51 is just a decoy to keep people away from the real one. Honestly, not a bad theory, Dre Dog. I feel like, yeah, even if... I'm not saying there are, but even if the US government knew of aliens, I don't think they'd keep them at Area 51, because that's the first place that everybody would think. It's gotten such a reputation over the years that if they did have aliens, keeping them in Area 51 would be a terrible idea. But again, to clarify, I don't think they have them anywhere. 5 selects, barbecue and garlic mayo. Ooh. I don't really go for the selects that much, to be honest, punters. I'm not a big chicken person when it comes to Mackies. I like their burgers, but, you know, I do like the chicken selects. Occasionally, because I order on Uber Eats a lot of the time, occasionally they'll have like a free box of selects if you spend over £15 or whatever, so I do occasionally get the selects. But my go-to is always a burger. I love the Big Tasty. Make that a permanent menu addition, McDonald's, please, for the love of God. The Big Arch is pretty good. That's a limited edition. The Philly Cheese Stack, another good limited edition one. When there's no limited edition stuff on, though, good old-fashioned Big Mac. The classic. Sweet curry sauce is a must-have, though, punters. I will agree with you on that. I always get sweet and sour and sweet curry, because they're both such good sauces. When I go to a shake shop, which is once in a blue moon, I always order the Mint Aero milkshake. Oh, if we're talking about shakes, there's a really good shake shop in Doncaster. Not too... well, it's like on the other side of town, but I can get it delivered. I love either Ferrero Rocher or Biscoff flavoured milkshake. So good. Or a Bueno one. They do a good Bueno as well. Anything like that. Anything that's you know, that kind of malty. You know the kind of type of chocolate that I mean. Buenos, Biscoffs, Ferrero Rochers, Maltesers, all that kind of stuff just goes very well in milkshakes, in my opinion. No point ordering shakes from McDonald's, the machines are always broken. True, true. Is the load on order on Discord? It is, punters, yes. It's in the Trucks channel, which I believe you do have access to. Let me know if you don't. I ordered a hot drink from McDonald's, actually. I don't normally order hot drinks from Mackey's. I always go for a classic Coke. But when I went to see Iron Lung with my brother last month, it was a freezing day. It was really cold. So once we got out of the cinema, we went to McDonald's for dinner, and I ordered a donut latte, which was part of the Friends promotional meal thing. It didn't taste that good, to be honest. It didn't match the picture. I opened the lid and it was just brown liquid. It just looked like a generic cup of coffee. It was okay, I guess, but yeah, I tend not to bother with hot drinks from McDonald's just because I like a classic Coke. What thing am I looking for in Discord? You're looking for the Trucks channel, which is in the topic channels section, punters. You should be able to access it if you've given yourself the Trucks role on the server. Hold on. I'm just coming up to a petrol station, so I'm going to pull over and see if I can give you a hand. There's a McDonald's at the service station as well. Oh, this is how you know we're in Pro Mods territory, because obviously the base game doesn't have a license to put McDonald's brand in their game. But yeah, stop tempting me with McDonald's. I'm a very weak-willed person. I can almost guarantee that after the live stream I'm going to go and order a McDonald's now. You've driven me to it. That's literally all it takes. I'm such a pathetic excuse of a person that all you have to do is show me the Golden Arches twice in a video game and I will order a McDonald's. That's the power of product placement. It works on me. I'm gullible. Hello, Emily. How are you doing today? Okay, punters, I am just gonna make sure that you have the Trucks role in the server. There we go. Okay. You should now be able to access the Truck channel, punters, and the mod list is in there. Don't blame you, I'm having my mum soup and ciabattas. Ooh, lovely, punters. How are you? What's the game called? It looks very fun. This is Euro Truck Simulator, Emily. It is very fun. It's very fun. I'm doing a convoy at the minute. We're just waiting for punters to join us. And I'm very good as well. Thank you very much. I'm doing good. I've finally gotten over my cold. Still got a little bit of a tickly cough, but I don't have a sore throat anymore, I don't have a blocked nose anymore, so I'm pretty much back to normal. Max says, come on Saul, you can't fall for product placement. I'm sorry Max, I'm sorry. I don't usually, to be honest. Like, if we're being totally real, I am the kind of person who, if I see an advert for something, I tend to deliberately avoid that thing, because, like, how dare you try to advertise to me? But there are certain brands where I will admit, if I see an advertisement for that brand, it does make me go, oh, I should have that. You know, if I see a McDonald's advert, I'm sorry, it does make me want McDonald's. It does work. Anyway, back to the game. We are currently nearly at Kavala. We're still in Bulgaria right now, but we're not too far away. Just got to get through Plovdiv and then over the border into Greece. I think we might still be able to get this done before Punters joins the convoy. Alles super. Lovely. That sounded very French for German. Wait, no, that is French. Alles, that is French, right? No, it's not. Alles is German, isn't it? Okay, Bulgarian flag there. Just reminding us what country we're in case we forgot. Hey, Solution Gaming, what wheel am I using? This is the Logitech G Heavy Equipment wheel. It's designed for heavy-duty driving games like Farming Sim and Euro Truck, rather than like racing games, which most wheels are for racing games. There aren't a great deal of heavy-duty wheels on the market. And those that are do tend to be quite pricey. Like, I would love to get the Hori truck control system, because not only does the wheel look really good, but it has a really great gear shifter with it as well. But it costs £498 on Amazon, and that's not even its retail price. Retail is over 500, so I'd love it. Would be a great wheel to upgrade to. But also, I can't justify that expenditure at this moment in time. This is cheap, is the thing. Like, this only cost me £230, and that includes the side panel here, so... Oh, do they have trolleybuses in Plovdiv? Can I see one? I love trolleybuses. They're so cool. There aren't any about. Why is there never any cool vehicles about? It's the same with the trams in Craiova. I never see the trams, and they're so cool. I love trams. They're like trains but smaller, and I love trains. So obviously I also love trams. And trolleybuses are just like trams, but not on rails. I mean, really, all public transport is just the same thing. You got a bus, which is just a carriage on wheels. Then you got a trolleybus, which is the same thing, but it's got overhead wires. Then you got a tram, which is the same thing, but it's also on rails. Then you got a train, which is the same thing, but it's also bigger. They're all just the same. Solution Gaming says, I've been looking for one like this. Been using a Thrustmaster, and while it's still fun, it's definitely a weird experience since I'm used to racing on it. Yeah, Thrustmaster... I do like Thrustmaster as a brand. This gear shifter here is from Thrustmaster, but they don't really have a great deal of choice with heavy-duty wheels. And even the wheels that they do have that are designed for heavy-duty games don't have thumbsticks on them. And that, to me, that's the biggest problem with racing wheels, is that the vast majority of racing wheels don't have thumbsticks. But for games like Farming Sim and Euro Truck, thumbsticks are essential. You need a wheel that has thumbsticks, right? And there just isn't that much choice out there in that area. But you know, if you're looking to get a sim wheel and you're on a budget, this is a really good one to get. I do recommend it for like first time wheel users, or you know, if you've got a racing wheel already and you just want to get a cheap wheel to use for heavy duty games, get this. Genuinely get this. It's really cheap, but it does its job. I've had this for nearly 3 years and it works really well. It does what it's made to do, you know. So yeah, Logitech G heavy equipment wheel. Look it up. It is highly recommended by me. This fun says, Goktonyo Alt, ever thought about getting an actual truck driving job? No, I'm not actually interested in doing this in real life, to be honest with you. Big difference between doing something in a game and doing something in real life, you know. Same with any other game. People say the same when I play Farming Sim, you know. It's just, at the end of the day, it's a game. No matter how accurate it might try to be, it's never gonna compare to the real thing. And I just wouldn't want to drive a truck in real life. You know, massive respect to actual truck drivers out there because it's such a demanding job. I couldn't picture myself doing it. I really don't think I could. My granddad does it Monday to Friday, has to start some Sundays and get up like 3 every morning. Yeah, it's very long hours. What is your line of work? Says Finn. Right now I'm between jobs, Finn. My most recent job was as a graphic designer in a print shop. I have a degree in game design, and game design's what I really want to be doing. I mean, my great ambition is to be a solo game developer, but easier said than done. So, you know, I'm currently on the lookout for work with an existing game dev studio, just foot in the door kind of thing. But I'm always working on my solo development skills as well. And, you know, maybe one day I will be able to publish my own entirely solo developed game. I'm going to be in Bucharest. No worries, punters. I'm nearly finished with this job, so I will meet you there. Has it all worked alright? Have you managed to join the convoy okay? I guess truck driving is somewhat stressful job, because I'm assuming if they're short-staffed, they're doing double the work. Oh yeah, for sure. I think it's a very thankless job as well. I definitely think it's one of those jobs where people don't necessarily get the respect that they deserve for doing it. In fact, I think the opposite is true. I think so many truck drivers, they do such long hours, they do such hard work, and what do they get in return? They usually just get other road users shouting and swearing at them when they're just trying to drive a truck, you know. Like, I genuinely think truck drivers get so much flack from car drivers specifically, who seem to be incapable of understanding that, you know, their truck is 50 times the size of your car. Well, maybe an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. Everyone loves to shout and swear at truck drivers for hogging lanes or not looking where they're going, or, you know, whatever else. They just get so much flack from other road users, when at the end of the day they're just trying to do their job. Their job that puts you know, food on your table and puts goods in your house. I mean, without truckers, global industry would collapse, you know? What server on Truckers MP? This is not a server, Finn. This is a convoy. If you'd like to join, you will have to get the mod list, which is on my Discord server. Max says, child of a truck driver, my dad used to get up really early in the morning and wouldn't get home till very late. There's a lot of manual labour, and the driving itself can be physically and mentally exhausting. That's the other thing as well, like, as things move faster and faster on a global scale, the work just gets more and more demanding. Like, you have to get up first thing in the morning, you're getting home very, very late. The demand of deliveries is really, really tight and really, really demanding. And if you're late to a delivery, you're the one who's getting blamed for it. I think I just need the ProMods definition package. Yeah, that should have been generated when you downloaded ProMods Europe, punters. That should be one of the 8 files that you had originally. Like when you're looking through your mods list in the game, it should say 1 of 8, 2 of 8, 3 of 8, etc. for the main ProMods Europe stuff. Okay, I need to get across now. I really need to get across now. Thank you. I was always missing a number, I'll re-download it quickly. No worries, punters. With truck driving, being late shouldn't be a thing because of how hard they work. Honestly, Draydog, you would think that the timing for deliveries would be a bit more lenient. Like, especially because roads can be so unpredictable. You can never 100% accurately predict how traffic's going to be. You know, there could be an accident, there could be a diversion, there could be a roadworks, road closures. The fact that the deadlines for deliveries are so tight, and literally anything could happen that could cause a delivery to be delayed, yet all of that blame is going to go solely on the driver, it's very unfair. Do you know which part the def package is? The def package is the first thing that you get before you actually download the rest of it. Like, if you just go straight to the main ProMods Europe download, it should give you instructions on how to generate the def package there. JR says, I've just bought my first PC, it's decent, my mate checked, they built their own, did you build yours? I didn't, JR, no. I also have quite a few friends who are, who've built their own PCs. I'm not quite confident enough to build my own. I got this one pre-made from Bedrock PCs. They let you like choose what you want and then they put it together for you. I would love to build my own one day, but I'm just like not really confident enough in doing it yet. Like I say, I have friends who've built their own, so I know that they'd be able to help me with it, but like you say, JR, I don't trust myself. Like, all it takes is one component to be installed incorrectly, and all of the electronics are fried, and then you've just wasted potentially thousands of pounds. You know, that's what worries me. Is you know, what if I put it together wrong, and all of the stuff that I've just spent thousands of pounds on is completely fried in an instant? What happens then? What do I do then? I'm terrified of that possibility. Oh wait, I was supposed to go left there? Whoops. Back up a little bit. Thanks for following, JR. Penalising the driver for things out of their control never made sense to me. My dad almost lost his job once because another car T-boned his trailer. That is crazy, Max. Like I say, the responsibility definitely tends to get put on people who don't deserve it, you know? Well, not the blame. The blame always gets put on the driver. It's always the driver's fault, you know? Never mind that massive traffic jam that made me an hour late. Never mind those roadworks so that I had to take a huge diversion. Never mind that other driver who just came out of nowhere straight into my side. It's always the truck driver who's getting in trouble. Meeting time, be right back. No worries, Max. No worries. See you soon. What is all this? What's in these bags? Concrete? Like, concrete powder? Cement powder? Whatever you call it. Whatever you call concrete before it's concrete. Where is it? Can't find it. I have 228 but not 1. I also can't download it at 1.57. Okay, so what you need to do, punters, is go to promods.net again. Click on compatibility ETS2. Let me know when you've done that. So, promods.net, on the top of the screen, press compatibility ETS2. Then you should see December the 28th, 2025. There should be a list of parts, and right at the bottom of that list, second from the bottom, it should say V2.8 def. That's what you need to download. V2.8 def. Download it now. Perfect. Oh, dozing. Shit, I didn't realise I needed to sleep that badly. It's okay, I'm here now anyway. Let's get this delivered quickly so that I can go and grab a coffee. Not quite. Ah, not bad. Close enough. There we go. Nicely done. Okay, where can I grab a coffee? Very quickly. Are you joking? That's the nearest place. That's the nearest... Oh wait, no, there's a rest place here. Okay, thank God for that. I don't think I'd make it without crashing to that other place. Jamie says, in Germany, tons of trucking companies have trans in their name, and it's hilarious. Super trans, fast trans. It's the same in the UK. So many companies use trans as shorthand for transport. So wait, but I am trans. So if I had a delivery company, I could call it trans, and the first trans would be short for transgender, and the second trans would be short for transport. That's my $1 million idea. I'm gonna start a shipping company called Trans. Male or female, says Callum. Male, if you want to be technical about it. I'm a trans woman, so I was assigned male at birth. I've lived as a woman for about 5 years. And yes, I'm very happy and very comfortable. Now let's grab a coffee, because I am tired. Don't stop dozing, stop dozing, stop dozing! I'm fucking hell. I'm here now, I'm here. I'm literally trying to sleep. Just let me. And how would you reflect on the transition journey, says Callum? I mean, it's gone well. There are certainly things that I wish had happened sooner and things that I wish I'd already done. I'd quite like to start HRT, but I'm not really financially stable enough to do that privately yet, which is a shame. You know, it's something that I would like to have started by now. But I'm happy, you know. Like I say, there's definitely things that I wish I had started sooner and things that I wish had been done a bit quicker, but I'm happy as I am. I'm very content. I've always said, even if I never have HRT, even if I go the rest of my life without taking hormones, I'm still going to be happy. You know, I'm because I am living my I'm living as my true self, you know. I know that's a bit of a cliche line, and that every trans person uses that line, but it's true. I feel more authentic, I feel more content now than I've ever been, honestly. It's not a perfect life, but that's mostly because of other people, to be honest. I mean, it's not the best time in history to be trans, let's be perfectly honest, but I'm happy. You know, I've got a very supportive network of people around me, people who make me feel very comfortable and who support me every day in what I do and who I am. It's it could be worse, you know. It says it's still not found, but then at the bottom it says that it's absent on the server. What do you mean, punters? What's the exact file? What does it say on your screen when you try to join the convoy? Had a tricky situation at work when I was referring to someone with the wrong pronouns. How can I avoid this, do you think? Honestly, personally, I don't feel uncomfortable when people use the wrong pronouns, because normally it's a one-time thing, you know. Normally it's an accidental thing and I will just correct them and then that's it. I think it feels out of place to ask before every introduction, but is it safer to assume they? I think they is a good thing to assume. I think a lot of trans people would rather that you assumed they rather than he or she, you know, but I don't think there's anything wrong with asking. I think a lot of trans people will just tell you their pronouns up front anyway, like on introduction. I think a lot of people would be like, you know, my name's Saul, my pronouns are she, her. But if they don't, there's no harm in asking. And if you are going to make an assumption, I think they is a better assumption to make than he or she, you know? And they'll always just let you know what makes them feel comfortable. Appreciate the perspective. Have a nice evening. Thank you, Callum. Mods to join session. Install identical local mods manually. Can you send me a screenshot? Punters, can you put a screenshot in the trucks channel on the Discord server so that I can see exactly what you're seeing? What time is it, by the way? Oh, I forgot to restart at 6. Again! Okay, I guess we're not restarting tonight then. What's your opinion on what happened at the BAFTAs? Do I need to have an opinion on it? It happened. He said an offensive word because he has Tourette's. He apologised for saying the offensive words. my opinion is that the BBC should have just cut it out or bleeped it. That's my opinion. It's the BBC's fault. From what I've noticed, convoys seem to be a pain. They're not too bad if you just do them vanilla, Draydog. The problem is we've been trying to do a convoy with mods, which is a lot more hassle. ProMods definition package. ProMods definition package server uses incompatible local mods to join the session. Install the identical local mods manually. Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. Can you... If you go back to the main menu, Punters, and go into the mods menu... Okay, so I've got a list of mods on screen now. I've got a list of the mods that I'm using and the versions. Have you? Oh, actually, one more thing. Have you subscribed to the 2 mods that I added to the Steam playlist? To the Steam mod list, I added 2 mods that are to do with the ProMods map navigation. Make sure you have those 2. If you do have those already, then I'm going to read through the list of mods that I've got and the version numbers, and you'll have to make sure that you got the same versions. What's the playlist called again? Is it the new map icons and high quality background? It is, yes. Those are the 2 new ones. If you've got both of those, then that's fair. Then that's fine. Draydog says, I'm planning on rewatching Porridge, but I have no idea which one to watch, the original or the sequel. The original. Absolutely the original, Draydog. I did not enjoy the new Porridge. As far as I can tell, there's no connection to the original series at all, apart from the fact that the character has the same surname. Like, oh, it's Fletcher's grandson. I don't see it. I don't see any of Fletcher's character in whatever his grandson's called in the new one. It doesn't feel like Porridge to me. The original is far, far superior. The original is actually one of my favourite sitcoms. I've got that on DVD box set as well as Going Straight, which was like a sequel series from after Fletch gets out of prison. That's really cool. If you've never seen it before, seek it out. It's great. Thanks for following Ben1322 too, by the way. But yeah, I watch the original. Don't bother with the new one. It's crap. Thanks for following Sebastian Sausage. I have them, says Punters. Okay, so go to your main mod list then. Do you have... let's start with the ProMods EU should be version 2.8. So all of the ProMods Europe ones should be version 2.8. Can you double check that? You should have 8 files that are version 2.8. Yep. Okay, so the Middle East should be 2.77. You should have 2 files, and they should both be 2.77. Oh, you only have 7 files. Okay. It looks like you're still missing a file then. So you're still missing the definition package, right? Have you got the DLC support? You should have DLC support, map, media, models 1, 2, and 3, def, and assets. In fact, let me put that in the chat. Assets, def, DLC support, map, media, models 1, models 2, models 3. Okay, so those are the 8 files that you should have from ProMods. Assets, def, DLC support, map, media, models 1, 2, and 3. I have the DLC, map, assets, models 1, 2, 3, media, def, and DLC support. Is there one that you just haven't activated properly? Is there one that you haven't put on the list? All are activated, and they're definitely all version 2.8. All 8 of those are definitely version 2.8. ProMods 2.8. Good. Oh, God, excuse me. Okay, so... do you have the 2 Middle East ones, version 2.77? Actually, I wonder if the def file... it might be that the def file needs to be exactly the same. When you generated the def file, did you tick any boxes or choose any special options for it, ProMods? Oh, hey, Silly Maxer. Drink some water. I'm okay, Silly Maxer. I've just got a tickly throat. I'm fine. No? It should be exactly the same then. That's very strange. Right, 1 second. The thing is, I can't fucking log into ProMods either because it won't let me. Maybe it's not my password that's wrong. Maybe it's my username that's wrong. Hang on. Okay, definitely not. It's not possible. It's actually not fucking scientifically possible that I could change my password and then immediately put the new password in and it's still wrong. What are you talking about? Okay. So I literally cannot get into Pro Mods right now to figure this problem out. Technical issues? Yes, we're having some issues with punters joining the convoy. It said I had the def file, so it's as if I have the wrong def or you have a different def. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that the def file is different for you than it is for me. I'm not sure how. Because I generated it exactly the same. Okay. Let's try it one more time, punters. Let's try it one more time. So go back to promods.net. Click on Compatibility ETS2. And then go to December the 28th, 2025, v2.8.def. Just click it and tell me what happens. Don't do anything else. Just go there, click that, and then tell me what happens. I'm downloading it. Oh, does it just immediately download it? It doesn't give you any options to customize it at all? Right. I think we see the problem. I think, yeah. Okay. Now, the problem is, I can't download it because it won't let me log in to ProMods. I can't log in. I changed my password. I literally had them send me an email to change my password, and I still can't log in with the new password. I don't understand. It won't let me log into ProMods at all. And if I can't log in, then I can't make sure that I've got the same file that you've got. Wait a minute. I'm in. I spelt my fucking username wrong. Unbelievable. It's because this fucking keyboard... Let me tell you about this keyboard. It's fucked. It's absolutely fucked. The D key doesn't fucking work. And if you've got a D in your username, for example, Ashendak, then every time you try and type it out, the D just doesn't fucking work. Okay, I've downloaded the file. You can't see the keyboards. It's a piece of shit. I've downloaded it, anyway. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to quit the game. There we go. Accept progress. And I've now downloaded the exact same file. We all witnessed it. I've just downloaded the exact same file that Punters downloaded earlier in the stream. We know that the two files are identical. So theoretically, this should work now. Who wants to bet that it doesn't? Okay, I've got the death package. I'm going back into the game. Biomechanical keyboard, says Sean. To be fair, I have had this keyboard for 5 years nearly, and it's only just recently started to lose its ability to function. So it's not done bad. Also, I only paid 25 quid for it from games, so it's good. It's not a bad keyboard. It's just an old keyboard. What a stream. What a stream it's been. Almost the entire 3 hours have just been troubleshooting, but... oh dear. Okay, host convoy. Wait, what? Processing mods 26? Well, that's wrong. I've got 25 mods. 35, sorry. You're missing 9 mods. Oh my god. I can't do anything until it's finished processing them, which could take months. Oh. Sorry, everybody. I'm really sorry. It's also not moving at all. It's just stuck at 0. I'm going to restart the game again. Lighter morning now, anyway. True, Charlie, true. Okay. Okay. Right. Punters, are you still there? Right. Before I even go into the game, let's get this sorted. Go to your mod list. Tell me what you see. Please tell me you see this. Let's just check here and now that we've got the correct mods and that they're all in the correct order. Right? Give me 2 minutes. No worries. Let me know when you want me to scroll down. Oh. God, I'm really tired today as well. I think it's the weather. I think the weather's... Because the weather's changed now and all of a sudden it's really hot. It's tired me out. Horror Wednesday tomorrow. Who's looking forward to that? Go down. Going down. I think you're gonna like it. I've picked a game. Well, I've picked a game that I like, and I think it's short enough that we can finish it in a single stream. And then obviously next Wednesday we'll be starting Resident Evil Requiem, which I'm very excited about. Genuinely, I'm really looking forward to playing that on stream. Sun's slowly coming out, but the weather still can't make it mind up whether it's sunny or raining, says Draydog. Here, it has been just sun, sun, sun. The last couple of days, it's been really warm. Can you read out the brackets ones? I can't make them out. Okay, so you should have ProMod's standalone trailer, ProMod's main trailer, trailer package, company definition, company package, and then you should have the two Middle East ones, def and main package, and assets package. Yep. Okay, then here's your ProMod stuff. Like the main ProMod stuff. Yep, and then right at the bottom you should have the two Great Step ones. Def and map package, and then the assets package. Have exactly the same. Good. Let's see if we can join the convoy then, shall we? We'll get there eventually. The annoying thing is, next time we play Euro Truck, ProMods will have been updated again. So, the mod list will probably be different as well. That's going to be fun. I love this game so much, but it is such a hassle to try and get a modded convoy together. Okay, convoys, convoy lobby. Host convoy. Confirm. It still says 26. I'm not sure why it says 26 there. It's supposed to say 36. That's not... I have 36 mods activated, not 26. So I'm not sure where that number's coming from. This may be the most boring Euro Truck stream I've ever done. I think this will go down in history. People will look back on this when I am a hugely successful streamer, and they'll say, this was Saul's most boring stream. I don't take accountability. It's alright, punters. It's alright. It's not your fault. There's just not really anything I can do while it's loading, you know? I've got to just sit here and watch it. It's also stuck on 0 with the mod processing, by the way, like it was before, so I don't even know if this is working. It could just be frozen right now. I mean, it's not frozen because the circle's still going round, but it went up. It went up to 1. Hey! Progress. Evening, Fred. How are you doing? What do you think of the Open All Hours sequel, says Draydog? It's okay. It's okay. It's better than the new Porridge series, definitely. It's not the best, though. I think David Jason is doing too much. He's trying too hard to just emulate Ronnie Baker. It just doesn't work. He's trying too much to be Arkwright, which I don't think it works. I don't think that's what would happen. I don't think Granville would just turn into Arkwright when Arkwright died. So it just doesn't feel right to me. It's not bad. I've gotten some good laughs out of it. But yeah, it's another one of those things where just the original's just the better option. You can't beat the comedic duo of David Jason and Ronnie Barker. Is it Barker or Baker? I just said both just to be on the safe side, but I'm not sure which it is. Yeah, it's just they played off each other so well, you know, and it just doesn't have the same impact when one of them's dead. To be quite frank. I'm good, hope you're well. I'm very good, Fred, thank you. Very good. Shout out to the Patreons. I've got literally nothing else to do right now, so shout out to Kate, Jess, Riley. Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Amy, Marika, Aaron, Hannah, Liam, and Matt for supporting me on Patreon. If you want to get your name on this board, there's a link in my bio. It costs £1 a month. You'll be supporting me in what I do on TikTok and elsewhere, and you also get access to behind-the-scenes content, so why not consider giving it a go. Thank you very much to everyone who already supports me over there. And now the convoy's ready. Good timing. Punters, can you join? Hoping they do some sort of continuation to Only Fools with Del and Rodney's kids. That could be interesting, potentially. I don't know how well it'd work though, because that kind of wheeler-dealer lifestyle, does it really exist anymore in the same way that it used to? I don't know. I don't think Del Boy and Rodney exist in today's worlds, you know? Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah. Anyway, the convoy's live now, punters. Hopefully it will let you in. There's still people selling dodgy gear these days. True, but I feel like most of them do it online now, right? Most of them put shit on eBay and Facebook Marketplace. Do people still get, like, you know, 50 knockoff DVD players off the back of a truck and sell them down the market? I don't know. The Death Pack's still not working. Great. Okay, I think, unfortunately, punters, we're going to have to give up on that for today. We've only got 20 minutes left. I genuinely don't think we're going to get it working in time. I'll have to try and give you a hand with it, you know, before the next live stream. I genuinely don't understand what's gone wrong, because, like, you saw me... I'm on the wrong side of the road. You saw me download the exact same death pack that you've got. There's, like, no difference in our mod lists at all. We've both got exactly the same mods. There's, like, really no reason that it shouldn't allow us to join. So I don't get it. I genuinely don't understand. But like I say, it's too late to do anything about it today. So unfortunately, I'm just going to have to take another solo job. Sorry. Very sorry, punters. Georgia. Why not? Still not working. Yep, still not working, Charlie. Are you modded solo or multiplayer? We are on multiplayer, Silly Maxer. But it's modded multiplayer, so everyone has to have the exact same mod list. And I thought we did. I thought that Punters and I had the exact same mods, but there's something that isn't working. If it's pro mods, the mod list has to be the same order too. It is, Fred. We've checked the load order. We've checked that we've got the exact same files with the exact same names. It just won't work. I don't know why. But I've tried enough for today. I'm giving up. Better luck next time. Just send them your mod files. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna, like, send files that I'm not allowed to. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, you know. Anyway, we can do another solo job. We've been playing solo for most of the stream anyway. So we'll do one last job, and then I will leave it there for today. You can send them your mod file. It won't work for them if they don't own the mods anyway. What do you mean by mod file? Oh wait, was I supposed to... Where am I supposed to be? I can't figure this yard out. The def file. Oh, no, yeah, but the def file is still like a proprietary file from ProMods, right? So I can't just send it to someone like that. Did you just hit the barrier? Yes, I did. Oh, Jesus, why is my fuel so low? Is that because I launched the convoy? It always does that when you start a new convoy. It just drains your petrol for some reason. Diesel. I know it's diesel. I just sometimes say the wrong word. What horror game are you playing tomorrow? Spoilers, Stray Dog. You'll have to find out tomorrow. I'm not going to reveal it just yet. Sorry, River. A good one, though. Well, a good one in my opinion. One that was very important to me growing up. You know, one that was a very big game that I remember fondly from my teenage years. That's the only information you're going to get. How's the Patreon video going? Still waiting for another one. I don't know yet, Charlie. It depends how... I mean, I haven't recorded anything yet because I've had a sore throat and blocked nose. Now that I'm well enough to start recording again, I'll probably... I'm on the wrong side of the road. I'll probably try and record something in the next few days, so possibly the end of the week. The way I'm going to do it with this new video series that I'm working on is they're going to be early access on Patreon about a day or a couple of days early. So they'll still be posted on TikTok, but they'll go up on Patreon early. That's just for this new video series that I'm working on, which is still top secret. All of my other videos are going to be posted as normal. But yeah, Patreon users are going to get early access to the new project that I'm working on, as well as the other usual behind-the-scenes stuff. Just thought, it doesn't feel like long ago when 1.57 came out and you were driving around the mine. It actually wasn't. Yeah, 1.57 was not that long ago, was it? Fred Returns says, I'm going to go Silent Hill or Slender. Well, we'll find out tomorrow, won't we, Fred? I couldn't possibly confirm or deny either of those. I will say it's a one-shot as well, you know. If that gives anything else away, it's hopefully it's going to be a game that we can play in a single sitting, because obviously the week after we're going to be starting the new Resident Evil, which is going to be quite a long series, hopefully. Play weird games, so probably be a game from the 1980s, says MVG. Well, you'll have to find out, won't you? Were there many horror games in the 1980s? I mean, I don't think that games had the graphical fidelity to be scary in the 1980s, you know? I think around the PS1 era is when consoles started to get good enough graphics that horror games became a possibility. The earliest horror games that I remember were for the PS1. You know, the original Resident Evil, the original Silent Hill. They're all like late 90s. Didn't consoles start coming out late 80s, early 90s, said Draydog? They did, yes, but consoles in the late 80s were like 16-bit still, in many cases. You're not bi, says MVG. Well, I'm pan, so no, I'm not bi. Not quite sure what that's got to do with our discussion about horror games, but sure. Oh shit, I was supposed to refuel. Oh, bollocks, we just passed a petrol station as well. And the next one's not till Plovdiv. I'm gonna have to make a U-turn. There physically isn't enough space here to make a U-turn. Shit. I need to turn around. There's no way I'm gonna get to the next petrol station. Diesel, says Charlie. Yes, I know diesel, but I still call it a petrol station, even though I'm gonna be getting diesel. Could be worse, could be gas. True. Non-binary, says MVG. Nope, I'm not non-binary. Your name is Saul? Yes, it is. I mean, that's literally the name of my account. The name on screen right now is Saul Ashbridge. So, congratulations, you can read. Okay, we've only got 10 minutes. I think we are going to overrun a little bit today, but, you know, I'll try not to go over too much, just like 10 minutes or so. I know it is only 10 minutes till 7 o'clock, but we've spent so much time troubleshooting today. I would quite like to get this one last job finished, even if it takes a little bit longer. Don't worry, I know your middle name. You mean James Bernard, which is my old middle names, or Rose Ruby, which are my new middle names. All of which are publicly available information as well, so... I mean, I just said them, so... I'm out of fuel. Oh shit. No, 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 no! You... Right, this is taking the piss. This is a joke. Please, come on, come on. It's still revving. It's still revving. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Well done, you just told a stranger your full name. Well, you already knew it, apparently, MVG, so... Come on, please. If I can actually get there... Come on. It's still revving. Oh, come on, come on, come on. I think we're going to make it. I think we are going to make it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Please. We made it. I'm going now, you really annoy me, and by the way, I dislike you, says MVG. I got that impression, yeah. I'm not an easy person to like. Believe it or not, there's quite a few people out there who hate me. It's mostly just because I'm transgender, but also because I'm an annoying prick. But hey, that's life. Not everyone's gonna like you. Most hated person in Harrogate and Donny. Well, I don't think that's true. I wouldn't go that far. Also, I'd just like to point out to everybody watching right now that MVG said, and I quote, "I'm going now, you really annoy me, and by the way, I dislike you." He then proceeded to not leave, and in fact, he's just followed me. So, there we go. Empty words, really. They always do this. They always say, "I'm going now," and then proceed to not go. He's just joined again. You know that I can see on my live summary when someone joins the stream as well? Like, even if you don't leave a comment, as soon as someone clicks on the live stream, I get a little message that says, this person joined. Like, even if you're just lurking, I know you're still here, MVG. I saw that you just joined the stream. I'll never understand why people come to streams just to judge rather than to have fun, says Solution Gaming. Me neither. I really don't get it, but I'm sure as hell gonna call them out on it, because it's fun. I genuinely just don't understand what people get out of it. Like, is it really enjoyable? Does it... Have you really got that little going on that you need to join people's live streams to try and wind them up? You know, just to feel something? Is that really all it is? He's just joined again, by the way. Hi, MVG again. Okay, time is 5 to 7. We are... Where are we? Okay, it might take a little bit longer than 10 minutes, actually. Once we get to the ferry, it's alright. It's plain sailing. No pun intended. But I'm still not sure if we will be able to get it done today. Because I don't want to run over too much. Then again, we did start late as well, so maybe I owe it to you to go on for a little bit longer. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. I'm still thinking. I might just end the stream right now. I could do it. I could literally just Alt-Tab over to TikTok Studio and press End Stream. It's my stream. If I want to do it, I can. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do it in 5 minutes. Who knows? I'm unpredictable. Thanks for following, Solution Gaming. Your brother will be asking where dinner is. He's out tonight. It's just me. Which makes the McDonald's even more tempting, I must say, because I don't have to buy for two people, you know. Anywhere nice? No, he's just at her mate's. Well, I suppose that is nice. It's nice that he has mates that he visits. All of my mates live over 100 miles away. My closest friend lives in Birmingham. The thing is, most of my close friends are people who I met at university, so they live miles and miles away, and I only get to see them like twice a year. Most of his friends are people he met while at college, and he went to college in Doncaster, so they all live nearby. This guy in front's got no warning diamonds on his trailer. Presumably that's because it's empty. We've got the corrosive, is that? Well, yeah, it's sodium hypochlorite. It's corrosive. Fair enough. Oh, there's one on the side as well. Oh, and on the other side. I feel like we're moving so slowly right now. Are there just no motorways in Bulgaria? Oh, there is. There's the A1. Hopefully it's better than our A1. Okay, it's 7 o'clock. We're not getting all the way to Plovdiv. Plovdiv? We're in Plovdiv. We're not getting all the way to Varna. I think we'll end things now. I'll get to the next garage and we'll call it a day there. I'm very sorry that things didn't quite go according to plan today. They never do with Euro Truck, it seems. But we still had a bit of fun. We still did a nice bit of driving. You're a pro with the gear stick now, says Charlie. I'm definitely getting the hang of it. I'm really enjoying it. I've had it for over a year now, so I'm just I feel like I'm very used to it. Is this the only popular truck sim, or is there others? Basically, this and American Truck Simulator are the big two, both made by the same development team. There are other truck simulation games out there, but nowhere near the level of popularity. I guess it depends whether you count SnowRunner as a truck simulator. It is technically a truck simulator, but in a different, a different kind of truck. But that's quite big. Remember the day you got it, changing the settings? Yeah, it was interesting getting it set up and mapping all the controls to it properly and everything. That was back in... That was like summer 2024, right? So it's been like a year and a half nearly. It just feels like second nature to me now, using the gear shifter. Okay, I can see a garage. Honestly, I feel like I am genuinely a pretty good driver in this game when I put my mind to it. You know, when I really concentrate, I can genuinely drive very well in Euro Truck. The thing is, most of the time when I'm streaming, I'm distracted because I'm reading the chat and I'm, checking other things. So I end up taking my eyes off the road and then getting into accidents. But yeah, like when I put my mind to it, I'm genuinely pretty good at this. Back again, how's trucking going? It's going good, Max. We are going to be finishing in just a couple of minutes. We, unfortunately, haven't really got time to go much longer. Which is a shame, because we didn't really get much done today with all the trouble we had trying to get pro mods, trying to get the convoy working. But there's always next time. And like I say, next time we'll probably have updated again to pro mods 2.81. So there'll be even more troubleshooting, but I really I will try and get the troubleshooting done before the stream next time. And punters, if you're available, next time I do a Euro Truck stream, I'll probably send you a message on Discord like an hour or so before. And we can make sure that we've got it working before the stream starts, just so we're not doing all this troubleshooting and messing about in the middle of the stream. I don't know if Punters is still here right now. Kasor wants MacD, says Charlie. It might be something to do with that. No, but honestly, I do have stuff to do as well. The reason that I started late today is because I'm actually working on my Durham Coastline project for Train Sim. You remember that I was working on last year? I got so close to finishing it, and then I couldn't publish it because I was unable to contact the guy who made the original route. Apparently he's not active in the community anymore, so there was no chance I'd ever be able to get into contact with him. But I'm working on the project again. I've figured out a possible way to release it by making it a patch, like making it an update for the existing route. It's all boring technical train sim related stuff, but yeah, so I'm working on my train sim project again, which is really great, and that's why I've been so busy the last couple of days, but it's going well. And obviously I've still got time for all of the TikTok stuff, and there's plenty more where that came from. But yeah, that's going to have to be it for today for Euro Truck, unfortunately. Again, sorry it was cut short today, but we still had a bit of fun in the end, you know. We still managed to get a bit of driving in, and even managed to have some good conversation as well, despite everything. So thank you everyone for joining. Let me just put the music on. There we go. Okay. So yeah, thanks everyone. Good stream once again. Sorry about the camera. The sun plays havoc with my camera. Again, it's that time of year. The sun is just right behind me, shining through my windows at exactly the same time that I'm doing my live streams. So the camera has a really hard time adjusting, and then obviously throughout the stream it gets dark really quickly, and by the time we get to the end of the stream it's now pitch black outside. So the camera really struggles to balance itself properly, so I apologise for the camera quality. But thanks for joining. It's been an alright stream. Thanks for having us, says Charlie. You're very welcome. I've enjoyed it. Like I say, there's definitely been problems, and I will work with punters off camera to hopefully make sure that the mods are working before I stream next time. But all in all, it's gone pretty well. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing Horror Wednesday. No spoilers, I'm not going to tell you what I'm playing. And on Saturday, we're going to be doing an evening with Saul. I'm going to be bringing that back on the last Saturday of every month. Again, no spoilers for that one either. I'm not going to tell you what I'm playing, but there'll be a nice cozy game lined up for that. So, that's all for this week. There may be some videos come in now that I'm feeling better. I'm ready to start recording again, so hopefully there'll be plenty of video content coming very soon, including some Patreon exclusives. But in the meantime, that's basically it. That's the plan for the rest of the month. Horror Wednesday tomorrow, and an evening with Saul on Saturday. And then obviously in March we'll roll over to a new schedule. Thank you everyone for joining. If you have enjoyed, please do consider following or subscribing, depending on which platform you're watching on. We are doing very well on all platforms at the minute, so thank you very, very much. Sorry. There's also a link in my bio or about section where you can find all of my other socials. So if you want to follow me on other streaming platforms, or if you want to follow me on Instagram, Blue Sky, you can do that. You can join the Discord server to keep up to date with when I post and go live if you feel like it. So I recommend doing that. And of course, if you would like to support me financially, please consider checking out the Patreon like these wonderful folks here. Thank you very much to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Amy, Marika, Aaron, Hannah, Liam, and Matt. Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting me over on Patreon. If you'd like to get your name on this board, it costs £1 per month minimum. You can donate as much as you want, but £1 is the minimum to enter the supporter tier. So £1 a month, you get your name on the board, you get a shout out on stream, you also get access to behind the scenes content, including early access videos, making of videos, bloopers, you know, all that kind of stuff. And you'll be supporting me in what I do on TikTok, YouTube, and elsewhere. So thank you everyone for supporting me over there. Thank you again to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Amy, Marika, Aaron, Hannah, Liam, and Matt for supporting me on Patreon. And with that, that's all I've got time for today. So I'll see you on Wednesday, tomorrow evening. Enjoy your Mackies. Thank you, Charlie. I still haven't decided yet if I'm going to get one, but I'm probably going to get one. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Thank you very much once again. Hope you've enjoyed. Sorry it hasn't been the most exciting stream, but we'll be back for Horror Wednesday tomorrow. I keep yawning, I'm sorry. Back for Horror Wednesday tomorrow, and that should be a good one. I'm really excited for tomorrow's Horror Wednesday. It's a game that I really love, and I'm really looking forward to playing. So that's it. Thank you, everyone, and bye-bye.